Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to something a little different. I've been watching a lot of Civ 11 lately, and I got inspired to start doing that style of video. I like old FPS games, in particular Doom. But Civ, he already made all the videos on the mainline Doom games. Except TNT, but fuck TNT. So I decided to tackle a mod instead. Sunlust is a 32 level megawad created by Zach Stevens and Daniel Jacobson. And what I found interesting about these guys, and what I should have found out earlier, is that they both have credits on the Slaughterfest series of WODs. A series of slaughter map WODs. What is a slaughter map, you ask? Well, it's a map where the creators put aside more complex aspects of map design and focus more on the death and destruction and the gunplay of Doom. Why do I find these credits interesting? Because Sunlust is often coined as one of the greatest megawads of all time, and after playing it, it's also a slaughter WOD in every single sense of the word. It's incredibly difficult, and I really wish I had discovered that earlier. Some things to note before we start. Number 1, I'm playing with a gameplay mod called Beautiful Doom, which makes Doom, well, more beautiful and more fun. The super shotgun can fire one shell at a time. The chain gun has a minigun mode. The plasma gun and BFG both have energy laser modes, and you can dual wield pistols. What more can you ask for? Number 2, I'm not a pro. That's why this video is called UNPRO Doom. Expect a lot of deaths and a lot of quick saves. Number 3, I don't know all the secrets, so I can't guide you to them. Watch a 100% secrets playthrough to get those, or go to the Doom wiki link I left in the description. Got it? Let's go. MAP01, Chasing Suns. Not a very difficult map in context to all the other ones, but outrageously difficult when compared to the average starting map. You may think to yourself, with the Revenant and the Mancubus trying their best to kill you right out the first door. Why does the WOD start like this? Does it want me to turn the game off? Because starting like this is stupid. Well, I have news for you. This map is the easiest one in the entire WOD. Hope that can give you some context as to what's to come, because shit gets real. Oh boy, it gets real. There's an inconspicuous looking switch right around the end of the level. It looks like it leads to nowhere, but then the path appears and it spawns 2 Hell Knights. Yeah, immediately run to the sides and take combat at a distance if you don't want your shit kicked in. Alright? Thank you. MAP02, down through. This map is where the tips I gave you about the super shotgun immediately become useful. 2 Cacodemons spawn around here, and you go face to face against not 1, but 2 Archviles. One of them in close quarters. You need to master the skill of dodging projectile attacks in order to even have a chance of completing any of the maps. This map pack pulls no punches, and do not expect anything less. This map is huge, and the WOD is starting to introduce you to itself, and the frequent arena-style encounters that it sports. It also introduces you to the staple, the specialty, the thing that it does so many times throughout the whole thing. Having multiple mid-tier enemies attack you at the same time in close quarters, which is a really annoying thing that it does, but it does it so many times I just got used to it. Anyway, once you start recognizing the telltale signs that some type of encounter is coming up, you'll be more prepared when they happen again and again and again and again and again. MAP04, Sol. Fun fact, Sol is a reference to Sol Invictus, the Roman Empire's god of the sun, which correlates with, the sun part of Sunlust. This is the first map where it actually feels like the rest of the WOD. The big arenas with many different monster types, and the ability to tackle each of the 3 keycards in whichever order you like. Which I do appreciate. The map would overall be pretty interesting but fair, if not for what I would say is the second worst room in the entire WOD. The room is just this. Tiny ass chamber. 3 Revenants on each side, and 4 Barons in the center. Not Hell Knights, but Barons, just to make your life a little bit more difficult. A Megasphere to give you 100 more HP to work with, which is absolutely not enough. Then you click the button, and the invisible walls lower, and you fight, and you die, and you die, and you die, and you die. Then an Archvile spawns, and then you die even more. If you're as bad as me, just run straight to the exit. Oh, I will gear up alright, because this map is fucking stupid. Unless you prepare exactly which guns and which direction you're aiming for right at the start of the level, you will get killed by the 4 pinkies, chain gunner, imps, and 2 revenants with their sights on you. Stay mobile, but not mobile enough to fall into the damaging lava floor that this map's built on for some reason. Watch out for the Archvile guarding the exit, targeting you through the wall. In fact, watch out for all of the Archviles, because there's 3 of them. One more in the part with the damaging floor and specters in a dimly lit environment, and one more in a square room with a fucking pole in the middle. Did I mention that I didn't like Archviles? MAP06 Neo Geroru. Gerouru? Geroru? I don't know. I only mentioned this map because this is the first map that I record on 1080p 60. There's still some weird artifacting, but I can't really do anything about that with my shitty ass computer. I have a GT 730 in the year 2020. This thing wasn't even good when it came out, and sure as damn isn't good now. Every game I've played on this channel hasn't been very demanding on my hardware whatsoever. And you know why? It's because this PC is all I have and I barely get to use it. Before the 730 came around, I was editing Sony Vegas at 480p on Intel HD graphics and playing emulators, because my recording and playing at the same time was way too taxing. Here's my old Doom video from 2018. Why am I... Ah! Ah, fuck!
Mr. Bob, here comes Venus.
Ah, fuck! Just look at that hair. Jesus Christ. What was I talking about again? This one's fine. Mostly. The part where they lock you in a small room with like 15 revenants and force you to use the rocket launcher is kinda dickish, but otherwise it's alright. MAP08 Oneira, meaning dream in Greek. I don't know if I pronounced Oneira correctly, but I don't really care.
Oneira.
Mostly the same, but with more close quarters and archviles. There's this one room that the mapper wanted me to kill everything in the room and make everyone infight each other, fighting like 30 Hell Knights and a Cyber Demon. Yeah, I didn't do that. I just went up right past the Cyber Demon before he attacked, pushed the switch, fired one shot, and then got the fuck out of there. Probably an intentional decision by the mappers, but just let me feel smart for once, alright? MAP09 Sakwasaha. I don't know how it's said.
Sakwasaha.
To quote Wikipedia, in Frank Waters' writings on Hopi mythology, the blue star Kachina, or Sakwasaha, is a Kachina or spirit that will signify the coming of the beginning of the new world by appearing in the form of a blue star. The blue star Kachina is said to be the 9th and final sign before the Day of Purification, described as an apocalypse or a world-engulfing cataclysm that will lead to the annihilation of planet Earth. Huh. I don't know how they came up with this name, how they came across this word, or how this has any bearing on the map itself. It reflects the color palette of the map, I guess? Anyway, the recording I'm showing now is the first time I actually beat this map legit. Well, legit enough, anyway. First time I played it, I couldn't even fucking stand the Cyber Demon because it kept sniping me from one corner of the map to the other, and I kept dying over and over. So I switched to Hey Not Too Rough, and what did it give me? A fucking Mancubus. This went from unfair to insulting my abilities. Map 10 Maru. This map took me 23 whole minutes to beat, not because it was too much different from any of the other maps, but because there was way too many tough encounters in this one. A small room that starts off with a Revenant, then it's 2 Barons, a ton of Imps, and a bunch of explosive barrels. The final room has 3 Cyber Demons, which fucked me up the first time I played it, and I had to IDDQD cheese through the small gap they leave towards the exit. Luckily, I found the optimal strat, which is to pulverize all the Imps and Hell Knights on both sides until there are none left, and then just do the exact same cheese without IDDQD. Map 11 Cave Culture. Took me 17 minutes to beat, but it's not really that hard. The part with 10 Revenants fucked me up a lot. The final room lagged the hell out of my PC, what with all the fucking particle effects from Beautiful Doom. Also, this map song is awesome. The song is called Mist by Stuart Rinn, aka Stewboy, who makes some really good MIDI music for WADs. Check him out if you're interested in MIDI music for some reason. Fun fact, this recording session was the first time I ever played this map. And I had to play it twice. Why? The first time I recorded it, I set the recording preset to max quality, and it turns out the video ran at a whopping 1 frame per second, so I had to re-record. As to the map, it's fine. The most formulaic slaughter mappy one yet, but it's not really offensively boring or something like that. Map 13, Ruins of Scania. Lots and lots and lots of close quarters combat. Prepare that super shotgun well, prioritize enemies correctly, and don't let them get too close to you. The arena part was pretty damn hard and I survived it with a whole 9 health. Following that is another tight monster closet, and I only chose to talk about this part specifically is because I quick saved as soon as I died from a Revenant fireball, so I was just stuck in a respawn loop. So this is what Purgatory looks like. So I did the map all over again, got past that room, and was greeted by a narrow hallway and a cyber demon. And here, I present to you the Waltz of the Cyber Demon. Map 14, Troglodyte. I have no idea what the transition is between the last map, which is green and naturey, and this one, which is dark and cave-like. Is it just like you walking into a teleporter and then being sent to a completely different realm of hell? Or Earth? Or both? I have no complaints, but still. Anyway, if you're slow as shit like me and die a lot also like me, you'll end up at this part with the lowering elevator at around the 7-minute mark. The elevator lowers and you go face to face against more monsters in close quarters. They give you just enough room to maneuver, but not enough to feel comfortable. Never enough to feel comfortable. Try your damnedest not to get hit on the first floor of pinkies and shotgunners, especially without armor. Because when you hit that switch again and the floor lowers, there will be Hell Knights, Revenants, and a whole 2 medikits waiting for you. They also give you rockets, but it's still in close quarters, and they keep firing fireballs and green shit across the room and have 54 health and no armor, and god damn it! Map 15, Strength and Anger. Like my dick playing Brutal Doom, this map is long, large, and hard. No, I'm not sorry for that. This map has a bunch of encounters. 2 close quarters encounters, one after the other, with a fuckload of Hell Knights, Barons, and one of which containing an Arch Vial. There's a part where you have to run from one platform to the other above shitty poison water that damages you and it's really wonky, and they throw a fucking Cacodemon at you where you're at just to fuck with you. Then, you reach a cool close quarters Arch Vial that took half of my health and killed me once because I am retarded. And then they release a fuckload of pinkies charging at you, Hell Knights and imps firing from above trying to snipe you, Revenants from afar also trying to snipe, and if that wasn't enough, they just slap on a fucking cyber demon like it's nothing. 200 cells is not enough to deal with all of this shit. Luckily the cyber demon kills itself, which makes this entire part comparatively seem like a fucking cakewalk. You get past that, and then... oh boy. This room is the fucking worst thing in existence. They give you 100 health but no armor, so you're basically still a piece of paper. Like 20 Revenants get spawned along with a fuckload of Hell Knights and imps that fire from the side, so you get pinched from both angles, and there's a cyber demon. You have no way of properly dealing with them legit, unless you're really good at the game. I ended up IDDQDing through it, taking the teleporter back to the hub room, wandered around for a bit because I didn't know what to do, and then finally ending up in the last room. The final room has a cyber demon that you can cheese very easily by just ring around the Rosieing it around the big pillar in the middle, so you can just run away once the door lowers. Alright, halfway done, 17 more to go. Let's do this. Next time, because I am tired.